Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to the 2020 SMZ3 1v1 tournament. My name is Lord Fizzlebeath, and joined with me in the booth today is Edgeworth. How's it going, Edge?
Hey, wait a minute. This isn't Crescent Lake. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I made it through the whole intro without mangling the tournament name. It's pretty good. So, we're here for the SMZ3 tournament, and we've got Cheezinator versus Dragondarch. Cheezinator, I know very well from the FFR community. Dragondarch, I've seen in some pretty really good races recently. I think this is going to be a pretty competitive race we got on here.
Yeah, Dragondarch, putting together a lot of impressive runs no matter what speed game he tries. So I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah. All right. The gate should be going down any second now, and while we're waiting, I just want to give it a shout out to our sponsor for the tournament, Rank 1. Rank 1 is a new platform that is basically the hot new destination for tournaments and organization. It kind of acts like a gaming and esports social media space. You can advertise what games you're doing. You can advertise clips and runs you want to highlight. You can use it as an organizational space for either professional or personal. It's pretty really awesome. I've been poking around it a bit for the last week. It's pretty neat. All right, and the gate should be, there we go, and they're off. So, as we begin the ever popular trek to Link to the Past, where the beginning of the game actually is, Edge, what's your favorite opening route in Link to the Past?
I usually do the check with Uncle, grab the signpost and throw it into one of the guards. It's nice to be able to do the quick pull, tree pull, and then get a couple item locations before going to the village.
All right, so it looks like the island is just a heart piece. Don't have to worry about that. Looks like Dragondarch is starting at Sank, and Cheezinator also starting at Sank.
Yeah, another option to open would be doing a quick Houlihan room.
And it looks like that's what both of our runners are doing, actually. Got to get that money to afford Shop Guy, just in case we get nothing but missile tanks.
Yeah, not a bad idea when you don't have a lot of those loose $20 floating around as much as in Link to the Past. Yeah, getting some safe money might be good.
A little disappointed that we're not getting any hint checks, but I guess that's the level of play we're dealing with here.
All right, so in the house we have a heart.
Sure. Like, we've boosted our health total by 33%.
And
so we got Pennant. We got Pennant at Eastern. We got Crystals at Tower and Desert. Seems fine.
That should be alright. There's our Uncle check. No tree pull though. Oh, there we go. Aha! Bombs. That is gonna pay off already.
And arrows. The less good bomb.
Now, we are going to take a look at what the crab is going to throw out. Nope, never mind.
Nope.
We're good. Alright, she's just going to murder some of these mook soldiers and pick up your complimentary eating.
Sure. We're going to take a second shot at the crab, which is dropping 4 bombs at a shot.
Yeah, that is... that crab just went to Taco Bell.
Look, sometimes you just got to blow the seed wide open.
$20 is $20. Not interested.
And what do we got in Thief Hideout? Missile Tank. The first of 400,000.
All right, and Cheese is just gonna do some bomb strats, going through the front part. I guess if he feels like this is absolutely the way to go, I totally understand giving this a shot.
So, the big problem with SMZ3 is that like you have got to do all of the Sphere Zero checks first, or you'll miss out on the one thing that you really, really need in like 20 minutes. So I feel like it's one of those things where like you have to commit to doing all of it if you commit to doing some of it.
Yeah, I just feel like if you go to the village first and find something that makes your life easier, you know, pull out a hammer, a level 1 sword, anything that casts magic, you might luck out and get something that makes this much faster.
So not a whole heck of a lot out of Blind's Hut. Bomb capacity as our next treasure chest. We got 1 to go. We know it's not going to be the key. It could be a burrito. Let's see, we got bottom of the well has a bow.
Well, there you go.
It's going to be one of those days. So Dragondarch going to do their map check. Go to the store, buy $1.
Buy me money. Hey, there's the burrito.
Yeah. So, Hyrule Castle not really paying off as Chicken Hut has a reserve tank. The only notable thing so far is the bow, and I don't believe that actually gets us anything unless we want to sequence break a pennant dungeon.
Okay, we see Cheese taking the southern village route. I wonder if he'll do the bush pull. Well, 50% of the time it works, none of the time.
Dragondarch taking the much more effective route of just buying bombs at the store.
So at least Cheese will be able to throw some bombs into the rat hut at the bottom of the village. Save some cash that way.
So Library has a missile tank, Maze has a missile tank, everything has a missile tank.
Oh, we gonna do this blind? Hey, more missile tanks. I feel like this check, sight unseen, is a lot better in Triforce Hunt than it is in any other mode, like combo, classic, open, ambrosia, you name it.
So Cheezinator memeing already. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm just glad he's talking to the old men. It's sometimes it gets lonely.
Is that relevant to your interests by chance?
Maybe.
So Dragondarch headed down towards Swamp Palace. Not Swamp Palace. The Light World Swamp Palace.
So a couple chests that you can get easily here. And then it's decision time. Do you want to check desert or not? And there's one chest to the left and a billion chests to the right. So I think I know how this is going to go.
Yeah, never Agina unless you have to Agina.
You won't get fooled, Agina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, gonna pass on the Agina check. Leave that for last. Given the whole lack of nothing so far, Agina might be more likely than not. Although Dragondarch hasn't done Hyrule Castle yet, so...
Yeah, and the bow is also a nice pickup as well, because these guys are jerks. Especially that one in the middle.
Yep. Real good bomb tossing to get rid of the mini Moldorms. What's our prize? We got piece of heart, some missiles, more missiles, another piece of heart, and some bombs. Big ol' bubkiss.
Explosive cave. Alright. Now, are we going to see any fake flipper action, or are we just going to go straight to Ice Rod Cave?
I mean, at this point, why not? Just try it, see what happens. Maybe we get a stupid morph ball out of it.
I guess the biggest problem is you don't have the moon pearl yet, so it doesn't feel quite as attractive, because you can't just drop through the portal and go to Zora Land for 2 extra chests. So really, you're just checking what's on the island and what the hobo had.
Yeah. Alright, Ice Rod Cave, what do we got?
Come on, Ice Rod.
About $20, best I can offer.
It's sold.
So our options are Agina or Agina. Or Vanilla Morph Ball. Which, Oh no, chat correcting me. We do have Sahasrara and I guess an Eastern Palace dip. But we're going to try some fake flipper action. See what the nice man under the bridge has today.
Alright, just don't get shot.
He takes his nap time very seriously.
It's got guards hired just to make sure you can sleep through
it. And what do we got? Some bombs. If you're thrilled by picking up just bombs or missile tanks, boy, have we got the seed for you.
Alright, so Chi's gonna clean up some of these Southern Light World checks while Dragondarch is gonna get through the front of Hyrule Castle. More bombs.
So Cheezinator winning the bomb race currently, 15-10.
Yeah, not doing so hot in the arrow race, though.
Yeah. There's still time to catch up.
Yeah, Cheese, you gotta diversify your portfolio.
Yeah.
In these uncertain times.
Oh, getting trolled by the mini Moldorm.
Just sit still so I can explode you.
So Cheese getting the bad news that mini Moldorm Cave was a giant waste of time. Whereas Dragondarch is making much more efficient time to the basement Taco Bell, thanks to the bow and arrow. Oh, chat correcting me that mini Moldorm Cave's 3 bombs did in fact put him back in the bomb lead. I do stand corrected.
So, 13 minutes in, we found a bow.
Welcome to SMZ3 Edge. Enjoy your stay.
I mean, I guess you can kill Armos.
Yeah, no, we can sequence break all the way back to the back of Eastern, and we can get a blue pennant for our troubles.
It's not even green. Trash.
Question in chat, when will this seed fizzle out? I don't know, but we're all on the edge of our seat waiting to find out.
I'm sure it'll be worth it eventually.
Yeah. I don't know why everyone has such a beef with how the seed rolled.
It doesn't even matter who rolls the seed. I guess some people like lording it over other people.
That's true.
Oh no, he's gonna get shot! Oh, oh heart attack mode.
So Dragondarch, the first to new territory. We're going to see what's in the back of Crazy Old Man's tiny hut. We got Piece of Heart, the Ice Rod, and $300, otherwise known as not helpful.
Congratulations, this is your inheritance.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the Ice Rod will be great up until we find out that Turtle Rock's a pendant dungeon, but in the short term, it's Alright, both players converging on the Pendant Eastern dungeon. Feels good.
It's fine. Even if TR is pendant, it'll be required.
I think my second ever SMZ3 seed that I completed had Morph Ball on Trinex, but there's a Titan's Mitt.
That's a nice pickup.
Gonna commit to the rest of this, see what else we can haul out. I think at this point I kind of like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing what this right-hand side chest is, since you've already come this far.
Right.
And if it's a second item, then you can consider bailing out.
Yeah. Well, we got a big key. Let's see what kind of big disappointment we can open.
Alright, it continues. And now Cheezinator's got his mitts on something good.
Mm-hmm. The power is his, and he's going to also continue clearing the rest of it because everything has been garbage so far. There's got to be something somewhere.
Please don't make me go back to Zeeps.
Hey, $20.
$20 and a hearty slap on the back. You earned it.
And the compass. And Dragondarch is going to go for a dark room. 50-50 shot of actually getting something we care about. If you go all the way back there and you find the map, do you push all the way to Armos?
It's kind of hard because it's not even in logic right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only a pendant. So that is, I don't know, that's a coin toss decision.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do leave it, you're not coming back for a while. So if you're of the full clear mentality, then yeah, you're probably going to go all the way back.
Mm-hmm. So Dragondarch through the dark room, headed towards the vanilla big key chest.
That was useful.
All right.
All right, and good news with the gloves. There's 3 more chests.
I don't think. No, grapple doesn't unlock anything just yet. Not until we get morph ball and power bombs.
No, well, watch out, Dragon.
All right, here we go. Bag of escape. The only other things we can do right now, we got an E-tank, the lamp, and the morph ball.
Oh no!
Pack your bags, are going to Zabibus.
I guess the interesting thing is with you found the map, you found the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
So now that lamp is, or the grapple is back in logic. And you
we can
do
check Dark Cross
yeah,
while
you
we're
can
here.
do cross, and you can go save the old man.
Yeah. All right, what's our Dark Cross prize? It's $20. All right.
I dropped the quarter down a sewer grate, and it ended up there. You see a slight route divergence at the start, but this has been pretty linear so far.
Yeah. Dragondarch has, I would guess, a 30-second lead at this point, roughly.
Yeah, it's still anybody's game, and
Yeah.
I do like heading up to, just to say hello to the old man, because that is another spot that you can spawn in from, and could be very helpful getting you to move around the light world.
It's kind of interesting if we route in Norfair checks while we're over here. I don't know if we necessarily have the E-tanks to mess around with lava diving, but can definitely pick up at least 3 things, maybe 5, depending on how sassy we want to get. And old man prize is $50. Here's your Uber fee.
It's a $50 bill wrapped around a Werther's original. Thanks, Grandpa.
Seems like Cheese is headed in the same direction.
Yeah, Cheese does not have the info on what is blocked by Aghanim yet. So if you're in the neighborhood, it's pretty good. I usually defer this check until I have boots, but no reason you can't knock that out right now.
So we got top of Spectacle Rock, shovel, inside postage stamp. Not gonna bother. Let's try Norfair. So we're gonna check Croc Escape. It's a piece of heart. Don't care. And over here, hook shot. Okay. This check pays off pretty big already.
That's pretty good. How would you like 8 more chests? Sounds pretty good.
Dragondarch leaving the actual high jump boots location alone. Oh, because he doesn't have power bombs. He can't do it. Well, back to Link to the Past till we get bombs or power bombs or something.
Back and forth.
So with Cheese's Agachek, basically probably 45 seconds to a minute behind at this point. Following in Dragondarch's footsteps, I think the next time we see route divergence is where things are going to get real interesting.
Yeah, it has just been exceptionally linear so far.
Let's see, we got $300, some super missiles. Oh, but Cheese misses out on shooting the stupid fire guy. Gonna have to wait till he makes the return trek. We can see his world travels over there. Top of Paradox has supers, regular missiles, $20. Supers, and $300. Spiral Cave?
Come on back, buddy. Oh gosh, I hate setting this up without a sword. Very nice though.
Oh yeah, check back of hookshot, it's missiles.
Hey, missiles.
Alright, time for Spiral Cave, because it's this or Agina. No, we gotta be able to do something else at this. Oh yeah, Vanilla Morph. That's a thing we can torture ourselves with.
Yay, so commence circling the drain.
Oh, a thought occurs. That lamp does in fact put Armos back into logic.
Yep.
Yep.
But we found 3 items in there already.
And Dragondarch is headed to Agina.
Man, Spiral Cave without boots is like a trip to the box factory.
Question in chat, how do you pronounce Zabibibis? Zabubas.
Zubas?
Yeah.
I'm already extraordinarily jealous of their bomb jumping abilities.
I know. Bomb jumping is the next thing I have to learn in Link to the Past.
I'm gonna teach you dark rooms if it kills me.
Alright, what's Agina hoarding? It's probably going to be something dumb. We got a bug net.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't wrong.
Watch out, Aghanim.
So now that we're prepared for Aga 2.
All right,
Yeah, Dragondarch save and quitting, or soft resetting back to Super Metroid. Let's just do all the morph ball checks we can do that don't involve using bombs, because it's a little weird we don't have bombs or power bombs at this point. Question in chat, is this normal logic? Yep.
Alright, so both of our runners deciding to go back to Zubat.
Yeah. Here in Zebras, we're going to hope to find literally any form of progression. Like power bombs, for example.
That's pretty good. And, ooh. I think Cheese just ran right past that.
He sure did.
That's gonna sting.
It's one of those things where you have to be confident about doing the Alcatraz escape. And it's also one of those things, like, you know that you have access to so much that I don't think normal logic expects you to be able to do Alcatraz escape, but because there's so many other options, it would have expected you to just do one of those before you did this. And oh, there's a hammer. Hammer and back a gauntlet.
That's a thing.
Oh,
hey, there's the power bombs in the vanilla morph ball spot.
All right. So both players finding power bombs through different means.
Hooray, we're back in logic again.
Cheese getting more health as Dragon headed down to Brinstar. Gonna do a lot of easy checks down here. Question in chat, where was Morph? Back of Escape.
Yes, so you had to pick up the Power Glove in Eastern Palace, which is Pendant, and then take that to the back of Escape. And it's also where you found the lamp.
Hey, it's an Ether Medallion. That seems pretty nice.
Hey, it's a Bitcoin. That one's the Bitcoin because it's a lightning bolt. It symbolizes how much energy you use to mine those.
I get it. I figured it out. I thought it was a Bitcoin because it's like a bit image. I thought there were going to be 3 Bitcoins. But instead we have a gravity suit.
Ooh.
So, Blue Bryn paying off big for Cheezinator right now. And, okay, so this is where it gets complicated. Dragondarch has a medallion and a space jump. Cheezinator has a gravity suit. Which ones are better? Yes.
Let's wait an hour and a half to find out.
Although I would be shocked if they didn't essentially crisscross over each other and pick up things that the other had.
$50.
And in Gremlin Room we got missiles. Sure. And a sword. Wow, Brinstar has everything. Holy crap.
Well, I mean, Link to the Past had nothing, so he knew this was coming.
Oh, and Cheese ignoring the profitable bits of Brinstar, headed down or possibly up Red Tower. I'll be interested to see where he goes. He's got the grapple beam, and he got it super early. Maybe we're doing an X-ray scope check? We're doing an X-ray scope check. All right. I appreciate the chutzpah behind it.
It is interesting because the grapple being in logic and all, you start to get some ideas.
Yeah.
And this is also a pretty good place to pick up some power bombs, too.
Sure. Oh, we got the Cane of Brian.
Alright, blind fight is free.
Alright, what's our prize for our big brain? It's a missile tank. Well, back to the drawing board.
My brain is so big.
So Dragon gonna go for a wave gate glitch right now. Hope for a power bomb pickup. Gets it. No, wait, we're not doing a wave gate glitch. Interesting. Okay, so Cheese closing in on Spazer pickup. As Dragondarch is headed... Oh, back to farm power bombs. Okay. That makes sense.
Please fill back in.
And at Spazer, we got 10 arrows.
Alright, well that makes up for the tree pull Dragondarch got at the beginning of the game, so we're all even now.
I'm going to give us pretty okay edge to Dragondarch at this point, because I would be surprised if he bypasses Blue Brinstar. So he's going to have Space Jump and the Gravity Suit. But we got a couple more checks to do on the way down there. We're probably going to do Wave Gate. No, we're not. All right. I'm just going to go straight to Spore Spawn reward. As Cheezinator is heading towards Kraid. And it's missiles.
What else would it be?
But Cheese gets the charge beam. Shame we don't have anything good to shoot it with, but it'll be nice for later.
All right, so.
Okay, now we're doing charge beam.
Yeah, somebody hit a charge beam in moon pie packaging. So whoever did that had. But that dude covered in bugs has seen better days.
Oop, nope, you had it, Dragon. Nope, that wasn't quite it. There we go. Successful wave gate glitch, and Cheezinator misses the quick kill on Kraid. Gonna have to serve one more helping of super missiles. Gotta be quick before the buffet closes. Oop.
Last call.
There we go. And what's our Kraid prize? It's missiles.
Hooray! That's like the participation pin that you get at field day. Like you had a really good effort in the three-legged sack race. So we gotta give you something.
Here you go, some kind of flying bomb. Alright, and the last prize of Kraid is missiles.
Well, at least he's consistent.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to hoard all of the regular missiles.
You know what? These things can kill me. I should probably grab a couple of them for myself.
And Cheezinator headed towards Meridia. I kind of like this. I'll be interested to see what it yields.
Yeah, he already severely damaged the plumbing, so we got a few checks we can
Yeah.
And we can take a peek at some other stuff here too. Alright, anything required coming up?
Hopefully not, because we're headed straight for World's Worst Shine Spark. Oh good, it's just bomb capacity. And arrows! Yay! We don't have to care!
Alright, now here's Dragondarch's turn in Blue Brinstar, but yeah, it's getting pogoed to death here.
That's an uh-oh. That's the technical term for that is uh-oh. Because I don't believe he's saved since he soft reset back to Super Metroid, so that's going to be a lot of stuff to pick back up.
Yep.
As Cheese finds Speed Booster. Showing us his elegant Tarzan swing skills. Picks up the speed boost. Missed what that was. Oh, it was Blue Mail. She's considering it. Says, yeah, sure, I'll take a shirt.
Yeah, I mean, we've already found the postage stamp, so we might as well get the mail, too.
Yeah. Got to do all our errands for the day. Oh, this is the wall jump that I hate because it's so tricky to get without the high jump boots. But he gets it.
It's a pretty nice diagonal dash there as well. I don't know the names for any of this stuff, so I'm going to be making it up as I go along.
That's a Shine Spark that I like to think is named after Shin Robo. Picks up a Bombos for the effort, headed towards the Wishing Well. Let's see what we got out of that.
Hopes and dreams.
I would settle for something that's not a missile tank.
A super missile tank.
But first, we got to deal with stupid bugs. Oh, there we go. On the way.
Oh, hey, there's another mail pickup. So we have a very well armored Link coming up.
Yeah, well, I asked for not missile tanks and was rewarded with a piece of heart and a reserve tank. So be careful what you ask for from the monkey's paw.
I mean, the true monkey's paw would be getting no more progression in Link to the Past. Just here's your magic cape. Enjoy. Cheese going ham in these Meridia checks.
So skipping out on the save, apparently doesn't want to do sand pits right now. Picks up power bombs, ignores $5. Probably no.
Yeah, and there's a space jump.
Oh, doing a farm real quick. Farming up super missiles so we can do Batoon. There we go. Perfect. Question in chat, wasn't the Yetakun item missiles? I think so, or something we didn't want? Yeah. But down here was space jump, so we kind of needed that.
Oh no! Alright. And Cheezinator has saved, so I can stop mid-heart attack.
Oh, we are doing sandpit checks. Alright. Seems good. Gonna check left sandpit first, just in case that's something we want. It's faster, run back up and around. And it's a heart container and power bombs. Do not care about that. Or at least not for the effort it would be required to carry it out. Dragondarch making pretty okay time collecting all the things that were left behind.
Yeah, I guess the one benefit, you know, you never want to die after making all of those checks, but you know exactly what you need.
Right.
And it lets you just route it so much more efficient.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's in the other sand pit? It's Titan's Mitt. That one, I think.
That's real important.
We'll keep that one. This is a keeper. Not the missiles. We'll leave those.
Yeah. Take the mitts, leave the cannoli.
Cheezinator happy enough that he's doing power squats.
What?
Oh! No, we're leaving the Titan's Mitt behind. I think that's going to be a grab and get later.
That seems...
So, if I can get into the mind of Cheezinator real quick, I believe he's anticipating coming back with something that will allow him flight so he can check Shack Tool on his way out. We know it's not going to be space jump because we know where that is, but it could be high jump boots. Could potentially be bombs, I think. There's a couple things he might be able to use.
Yeah, that is potentially bad if Moon Pearl shows up pretty soon, though.
Mm-hmm. The swag stationary kill on Batuun. It speaks to me. I do enjoy it.
I mean, that's the closest thing you could get to not looking at explosions.
And, ooh, X-ray scope. Yeah, we'll take that. We got the charge beam. All we need is plasma, and it's time to start microwaving some bosses.
Alright, so we got all this stuff. Hooray.
So Dragondarch is headed down to Norfair.
That was a pretty fancy neum from Cheese.
Dragondarch is really, really hoping that Vanilla High Jump Boots is going to be something he wants, and it's Piece of Heart. Cheese taking the safety save and probably the energy refill of shame.
It's not shameful if it works.
That's true. We're going to take quite a bit of damage when we grapple beam the electric shocky thingy. So going to full health just in case. Oh, no, wait, no, we want that.
That's a thing.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Right. Precious Missiles is Red Boots. We can go fast in 2 games.
Yeah.
As Dragondarch resets back to Metroid. I have to imagine this is headed towards Blue Brinstar, but no. Oh no, he's going for the power bombs above ship, and he's gonna go for the back of Gauntlet, probably, maybe, to try and get Hammer. Although with 5 power bombs, I don't know how possible that is.
Yeah, deferring Blue Brinstar has been kind of painful.
Yeah.
It had the goods of the seed. What are you gonna do, you know? I put the fork in the electric socket.
Cheezinator and Dragon both learning together how electricity works as Cheezinator drops the second Metroid boss at 47 minutes.
What this really tells me is that Meridia is not up to code. There's a Master Sword.
Master Sword seems good. I always forget that Kraid's a boss. Kraid is the speed bump of SMZ3.
So yeah, Cheese now has just a wealth of goods to start clearing things in Link to the Past faster.
Mm-hmm.
But still no Moon Pearl.
Nah, it's fine. We can go back. We can get Titan's Mitt. We can be... I don't know. We can Bunny Dart Kakariko for craps and giggles. I don't know.
So Moon Pearl on Pyramid. That would be fun.
Oh boy, that is a thing that's possible.
All right. So dipping into the strategic reserves there a little bit.
It's fine. Sometimes you go too fast. You play too hard.
I mean, I can definitely sympathize. I usually like to have a strategic reserve of, oh, there's an ice beam. Oh,
That
nice.
seems real good, and that's something that Cheezinator missed because he didn't have power bombs by this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's nice having a strategic reserve of frozen pizza. What's your strategic reserve of choice?
Thin mints.
Also good. Do you
I
put
just
them
had to
in the,
look around.
Do you put them in the freezer?
No, but I've heard that it's something that I should be doing, that I should try at some point.
It's pretty good. Going down.
Question in chat. Thin mint pizza? I like the way you think. I've not had enough good dessert pizzas in my life. I've had some okay ones, and I've had some ones that's just like, you didn't put thought into this. You just took regular old dough and you just stuck like chocolate on top of it. But a real good dessert pizza is something that should be experienced.
Yeah, I find that a lot of them tend to be extremely rich and not in any of the good ways.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Cheezinator headed back down. Gonna pick up the Titan's mitt we left behind.
Surprise!
Gonna get some exercise work in. And Dragondarch has got gravity suit. Ooh boy. So is Cheezinator going to attempt Shack Tool? That's the question that's on my mind. Nope. We're not going to bother with that.
Is a big fat N. Yeah, no, I see the chat is still going on this. Just I don't know. I feel like dessert pizza. I would just rather have cake.
It's more like having a really big s'more, right?
I guess that's kind of a way to describe those pizookies you can get at some of those restaurants.
Yeah. So Dragondarch turning off the ice beam because it turns a lot of one-shot kills into two-shot kills.
I'm helping. See, you can hold them still so that you can kill them quicker.
Yeah. Cheezinator looping back around to get the missing vanilla high jump boot spot. Gonna get the bad news that it's something we do not care about. Gonna use the microwave scope. Check it out. See that it's just something that should go back in the fridge.
Yeah, just holding it up to the light, shaking it around a little bit. This sounds like clothes. I'm gonna put this present back. Oh yeah, there's another game.
There sure is another game, and we've now got Titan's mitts to play around in them.
Yeah, so what does that open up? Well, we've got Boots locations. So there is King's Tomb, there is Bonk Rock. So Sanctuary is a pretty good place to start.
Yep. King's Tomb, Bonk Rocks, and then really, really hope that that's something. Oh, we got chat already calling for Moon Pearl on Pyramid. Alright, what do we got? One little wafer thin arrow.
It's wafer thin.
do we got out of King's Tomb? We got postage stamp. Now we can go and do the inside of Spectacle Rock and get a real actual shield.
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing that.
No, I don't think so. As fun as the Riot Shield is to get. I think both of these runners know. Hey, how about a hammer?
So the hammer's great. Still doesn't get us anything without a Moon Pearl. This is I believe this is a race to find the Moon Pearl at this point. And I know chat's got their heart set on Aghanim. I'm thinking Wrecked Ship.
Yeah, both would be pretty good places to hide it. Shack Tool, also another option.
Yeah, it's doable if we go back there with Space Jump. All right, where's Dragondarch going? Are you going back to Zeldaville? Nope, headed to Wrecked Ship. Seems
like the pretty good numbers play. Cheezinator, cleaning up a couple of easy checks and Link to the Past, but I think this is the place you gotta be.
Yeah. I don't think the hammer necessarily gets him anything he wasn't already aware of. So after that, I probably would expect him to follow to Wrecked Ship as well. Hey, we found $50 in the cave under the lake. Seems good. Wait, what's the opposite of good?
Not good?
We'll workshop that.
I'm just spitballing here. Oh no, does he remember which side the hammer's on?
Gonna pick up the 10 arrows, keeping in mind the ever-present bomb and arrow game that we're still doing, or at least we think we're still doing. As Dragondarch heads towards his second boss. No, wait, first boss. He hasn't done Kraid yet. He's doing a real actual boss first. Look at this guy.
What kind of category is this? If you've come this far, you might as well just do reverse boss order or like one of the North Korean categories.
Ooh, misses the open eye. Gets to watch a free fire dance.
Just, sometimes you blink.
Cheezinator gets the red mail. And the electric lemon? I don't know. If I just make up names for things, do you think people will notice?
They haven't noticed an FFR yet, so
That's
when I do it.
That's pretty fair.
Electric Lemon is pretty good, though. I heard they even have a whole orchestra based for them.
So Dragondarch doing pretty well on the Fantoon fight.
Yeah, he's not in any real danger. Just keeping the energy up, not taking too many hits. This has been it's been pretty clean, I would say.
And gets the Fantoon kill. First boss for Dragondarch down at 58 minutes and we'll call it 35 seconds. Time to switch the lights on. Meanwhile, Cheezinator cleaning up all the Brinstar checks that were left behind gets the bad news about Space Jump.
That missile is very important.
All right, what do we got for prizes in Wrecked Ship? I'm still betting on Merle. Although, at this rate, maybe some power bombs would be okay.
A past due electric bill.
Oh, energy tank seems okay.
Oh, that robot was trying. Bless his heart.
Ooh, screw attack. It's not Merle, but gosh, if it doesn't make our lives easier.
Alright, so I guess we're just playing a lot of Metroid right now.
Someday, we'll find something that unlocks the mythical other game.
I mean, you just run one seed and then load up the other seed. Why do we even need a combo? You just run one then the other.
So I really like the save before checking the Wrecked Ship reserve item, because it feels so bad when you get there and it's yet another stupid missile tank and you didn't save, so now you have to walk of shame it all the way out. But it's Merle. Oh. Alright, so those of you in chat who had Wrecked Ship reserve for Merle, go ahead and talk to the bookie, collect your winnings.
Everybody else, pay up.
As Cheezinator gets the Wavegate glitch, is going to be rewarded with his victory missiles. Oh no, sorry, it was a reserve tank. In terms of progression, basically the same thing.
It's just tanks for a job well done.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people would celebrate, but I think he's going to be pretty reserved about it.
I anticipate the stage cane is going to come out in about a half hour.
Ooh, Cheese finds Plasma Beam in the Brinstar Waterway. Microwave is online.
Right.
That'll be nice for Fantoon, but we've already killed one of the potential targets for that.
Yeah, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah. So let's see what else we can get out of Wrecked Ship. Not a whole heck of a lot, but let's see if Gravity ends up with anything.
Yeah, you might as well since you're here. Alright, Chozo bowling. Alright, we got good form. Striding up the lane. the thumb was stuck in the hole.
You know, I've never actually tried just like walking the bowling ball up the lane and then just like hitting the pins with them. Do you think that counts? Or is that one of those things that the PBR frowns on?
I mean, if you can get away with it, why not?
Yeah, alright. I just need to make a distraction. Alright, seems legit.
And also, if you're able to walk a very oiled lane with those shoes on.
So the Shine Spark item back there is an E-Tank. So, I mean, we probably need more health than we have right now, but I would not come back to get that.
So, tanks, but no tanks.
Yeah. So Cheezinator taking time.
Yeah, he wants to do the vertical zoom.
I think Cheese might have forgotten that he had Plasma Beam. Because every time I've ever done that shot with Plasma, it's been okay. Or Alpha missiles, or those aren't alpha missiles, those are omega missiles, I think.
Jokes on you, Chad. I need tomatoes for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, this spaghetti sauce isn't going to make itself. So Red Tower, 2/3 of the way to disappointment. See what the last prize is.
Ah, yeah. Tower of no power.
And 3 for 3 on disappointment. We got there.
Yeah. Nice damage boost, though.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, Dragondarch is doing a powerbomb farm. That's what we're doing. Makes sense. I'm on board with it now.
Yeah, runners have not picked up too many of those upgrades, incidentally. So
I always feel comfortable with 15 to 20 power bombs, so 10 is serviceable, but you kind of have to stop and farm a lot, and it's a little inconvenient. So Cheezinator almost certainly on his way to wreck ship. Gonna get his Merle. Dragondarch, based on the routing, I'm going to assume that he's headed in a Meridia-like direction because he's had the gravity suit for a little bit. He knows he could have had it like pretty much as soon as he started doing Metroid stuff. There's got to be that thought in the back of your mind of, okay, what did I miss in Meridia? And he really wanted those missiles. Cheezinator going to dip the top of Red Tower first, because he's pretty certain that he's not going to want to head back down after that, after he finishes wrecked ship. So this is almost certainly Dragondarch. Gonna drop a power bomb, gonna explore. Nope, still not doing Meridia. What are we taking with us? Oh, we're doing Kraid. I continue to forget that Kraid is a real thing that exists.
Good news. I've been talking for 3 minutes.
Your contributions have been appreciated, Edge.
Nah, thank you very much. And also good news. I've discovered that my cat knows how to unplug electronics now.
So Dragondarch gets the charge beam. We'll be even happier once he finds the plasma beam eventually. So let's see if Dragondarch can get the quick Kraid kill. It would be clawing back a little bit of time because Cheezinator wasn't quite able to do it. And Dragondarch gets it. Managed to serve the angry customer just as the order came in. Gonna get our wonderful prize. It's missiles.
One last to-go order.
So, Cheezinator clearing wrecked ship. Gonna get the good news about Merle. Dragondarch. It's gotta be Meridia at this point. Or no, he's got the Moon Pearl. I wonder if Dragondarch is gonna just say the heck with it and port over in Norfair and start doing Link to the Past stuff, or if he's gonna think, no, this gravity suit leads somewhere, I gotta do Meridia. He's thinking. That's a guy with a thinking face on, I can tell.
The wheels are spinning. Somewhere in the distance, a fate dot matrix printer churns.
Well, we made a decision, and it's Meridia.
I mean, you have grapple beam, you can do it. Might as well knock it out, right?
Cheezinator not quite getting the quick kill that I think he might have envisioned.
Yeah, you usually draw this one up a little differently, but I mean, hey, as long as you don't die.
Yeah.
Oh, pause buffer, yeah.
There we go. We finally fired up the microwave. We figured out which of the buttons next to the number pad actually turns the thing on.
Right,
sometimes it gets complicated.
Dragon found the speed booster and the red mail as well.
Yep.
Ah, here's your problem. You got to plug this thing in. That'll be $150.
Microwave maintenance by Comcast.
Microwave works fine, just microwaves everything outside the unit. All right, more power bombs.
All right, so Dragondarch taking the speedy way up to... Yeah, taking the speedway up to the 3 item checks up here. Probably thinking that he was getting ahead of himself, just speeding straight towards Batu, and thought, no, there's still a lot of things I need for go mode. Might as well be thorough, might as well come back and check this. I like correcting the problem now rather than just barreling forward and hoping for the best. It's not going to pay off, but I really like the thinking that went into it.
Yeah, I think now is not the time where you double down and just be like, well, I'm never coming back here. It's this is a very, very long game.
Yeah. Especially because Meridia is one of those things that's just like, it's so far out of the way of just anything else that we want to do. All right, so Cheese has Blessed Merle.
Question in chat, where were the mitts? Meridia was the right-hand sand pit, right?
Yeah, it was the Titan's Mitt was in the right-hand sand pit, and then we had Power Gauntlet. Where was that? It was somewhere earlier in Metro... No, sorry. First mitts were in Eastern Palace, like the first box in Eastern Palace.
Oh, that was a pretty slick clip. Good job, Cheese.
All right, Dragondarch going to do the due diligence. Let's check the sand pits now. I'll be interested to see if he decides we got to carry stuff out, like right now. Because there's... Yep. Those are the bad missiles. Nope. Resetting out. We'll come back for those.
Apparently my cat really wanted those missiles. Yeah, just return to the scene of the crime, have you? All right, so locations noted, and probably just gonna route this in later. Very similar to what Cheese did.
Yep. Grab the Titan's Mitt on the way out, since the only thing we need on the way out. The thing that I'm going to be very interested to see is, do we route Shaq-Tool, and what does Shaq-Tool have? Because if Shaq-Tool has something pivotal, Dragondarch is back in this in a serious way.
Yeah, that is going to be one of those incredibly last checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaq-Tool with Kano Samaria. Good luck.
So Batuun and his unique hitbox strikes again already. This is one of the bosses that I just have the worst time with, because sometimes I fire a shot and it's like, there's no way, like, I messed up this shot, and then it hits. And then there's some time where it's just like, this is going to hit him right in the snout, and then it just goes plank, and it's just like, what the... Alright.
Well, I mean, the Super Nintendo runs at 60 frames per second, but that boss is only at, like, 35.
So, Dragondarch with the shiny X-ray scope. 2/3 of the way to microwave goodness. Cheezinator picks up the E-Tank that Dragondarch saw earlier, but didn't have the speed boost to go get. Got a bottle.
Alright, we got the sick kid.
Sick kid is online. So at this point, Cheezinator is basically out of Super Metroid check, so it's time to head back to Link to the Past. See what we can do with Titan's Mitt, Hammer, Merle. I think the answer is going to be a lot of things.
Yeah, everything. So yeah, honestly, Dragondarch is doing a pretty good job of making up some lost time there. Just, nice movement, nice execution.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a time loss, true, but he did real good work routing back all the checks for necessary things. And the way he's routed Meridia, like, if Shack Tool is something, this is going to be big. This is going to be huge. But otherwise, Cheezinator has an okay head start on the way back to Link to the Past. And Dragondarch misses the super fast grapple. Is going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. We're going to get a little bit of a swirl around. Dragon's going to mix the drink.
I'm going to give you a swirly, nerd.
But Samus successfully takes down the bully.
Yeah. Electricity, my one weakness. My one of many weaknesses.
Cheese headed straight for Hype Cave.
Cheese can go pretty much everywhere at this point. This looks like this is kind of a southern village route. Although, have we had a map check yet?
We have not. All right, what do we got out of Hype Cave? We got another Bitcoin. Great medallion. We got $20. Got a piece of heart. High jump boots. Could have used those earlier. And reading.
All right, so Cheese finds the strategy guide. But unfortunately, it's the Final Fantasy IX strategy guide, so you have to go to play online to actually get any of the good stuff.
Oh, there we go. We got red pennant, Thieves Town. We got green pennant, Mire, and then we got red crystals at Total Rock and Pod. So,
oh boy, pendant Thieves Town, my favorite. All right, Cheezinator getting chased by an animated hefty bag.
Guarding $50. We're going to pass on that. We're going to probably head for a catfish? Yeah, we're going to head for catfish.
You can always hook shot across, too.
That will probably be the path, I think, because then we can route in. We can at least get a look at Bumper Cave prize, and then we can just do Dark Kakariko. We've got boots, so the travel time is going to be minimal.
Yeah, Catfish being one of those areas that tends to get orphaned a lot. So if you can find a way to work that in somehow, it's usually to your benefit. A lot of times you do it with, say, the Graveyard Ledge check, but he's already checked so many of those in that area, the Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb, that there may not be a chance to check those out.
Right.
Oh, going a little too fast.
Yeah.
He's got his track boots on. The PF Flyers.
Ooh, Dragondarch checking Plasma Room. I like it.
Yeah, cleaning up everything in here is this early in the game, I think, pretty good idea. You know you're not going to come back here for a long time.
We're going to make sure none of the house guests are here before we check the prize. And it's piece of heart. It's because we missed one of the house guests. There we go. And Cheezinator headed towards Pod. Yeah, we got all the tools for the job. This seems like a nice and easy red crystal.
All right, pays off that adorable furry extortionist. Yeah, Pod, not a bad player right now. Would prefer to have Mirror for this dungeon, but you've got everything that you need to clear it.
Mm-hmm. So Dragondarch headed down towards, crossing over into Link to the Past. Wonder how many Death Mountain checks we're going to do right now.
I mean, you can clean up so much of it at this point. Hookshot Cave. And we've got Cane of Burn-On and Hammer, so Spike Cave's in there too.
Yeah.
Would like to get some more magic, but can't have everything.
Yeah. Palace of Keys yielding its namesake, up to 3 already.
I mean, at least it's not Palace of Keys, because that would drive me batty.
Yeah. I love that that bonking back up to that. It's something that every time I try and do it, I misalign something and I just fall down.
Just look around angrily. Who greased that ledge? Alright, so are we going to have to go in the basement? Oh, we gonna pot clip this?
Ooh, yeah, let's go for the hair clip.
This is swanky. I like it. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna reset this. Ah!
Get some pause buffering going. This is an interesting way of lining it up. I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh,
gets the Harapot. All right.
It's probably still faster than just sitting for that big key.
Uh-oh.
However, it gets boinged, but
no, it's fine. We got hook shot. This is just a happy accident.
All right, so something is missing. The big key.
Oh yeah. I looked over to Cheezinator's screen and I saw him pick up the big key, so I was just like, oh, okay, so they both got big keys. Neat. Awesome. Cool.
All right, there's a burrito.
But it's time for Big Moldorm.
All right, hammer time. Case dismissed.
Nice, efficient Moldorm. I like it. Gets a compass for the trouble.
Uh-oh, so that means one of the items in the big key, right?
Yep.
Oh dear. Tug's collar. Oh no.
Oh boy. Yep.
Oh, 2 items were found. All right, we're good.
Oh, 2 items. Okay, so it's big key leading to map. Okay.
All right, I did not see the $20. I guess that was the floor item then.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just want a burrito. Uh-oh.
That's the medallion we don't. Or it's the medallion that Dragondarch doesn't have, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't have Red Cane anyway. So Dragondarch doing the map check, trying to figure out what's what. And gonna head over here, do Hookshot Cave first? Yeah, Hookshot Cave first.
Yeah, the floating island having nothing, so might as well finish this out. Gonna have to come back.
We got some missiles. And we got some missiles.
And what do we got?
Fire Rod. Okay.
That's important.
And $20. True, it was only 1 for 4, but it was one really big for 4.
All right, so there's the pair of rods. Nice to see those in the inventory.
Yep. And Varia suit. And a flute. Wow. All right.
Varia flute.
Yeah. So we got the Mario flute. We got the fire rod. We can do our own Fire Mario cosplay. We're good to go. She's doing excellent on the hammer bonk. Or not bonk. Yeah. Hammer tap strats. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Having a bit of a rough time, but gets there in the end. As Dragondarch completes the national anthem, is rewarded with a swag duck.
And Cheese is rewarded with a piece of heart.
Well, and a red crystal.
It looks blue to me. I just call him like I see him, man.
I believe you. All right, let's check Meyer Shed. And that was, I believe that was Quake Medallion? I couldn't quite see it.
I didn't really catch it either. The invulnerability not lasting long enough to dash through those orbs. But hey, now you can swim.
Yeah, so Dragondarch finding a lot of real good stuff in a short amount of time. And I guess we're going to do bot.
Yeah, not the wavy lays though.
I guess we're going to do bottom of Lower Norfair.
Oh,
and where we're
that's a thing.
Passing on morph bombs. That makes sense at this point. I mean, we've got speed boost and We've only got 15 power bombs, though. It would be kind of nice to just be able to.
Hey,
Oh,
there's Spring Ball.
and resets out of Lower Norfair. So yeah, going a long way around to get to Gold Torso would yield the Spring Ball. The Spring Ball is real good. It is peak meme potential. I don't know if it's worth that.
I mean, Cheese was nice enough to have a drink at the tavern. I think the least we can do is get some morph balls or spring balls.
That's true. Yeah. Dragondarch headed back. I wonder if the soft reset was an oopsie. Because we ain't got a mirror. Yeah, we're headed back.
Yeah, we got a portal.
This Cheezinator is doing Desert Palace. The boots were required, but I believe logically Book would have been after boots, I think. No, not necessarily, because we could have done this without Gravity Suit. So this is actually pretty good for him.
I mean, unless Big Key is stuck back here. Okay, yeah, boots were required.
Mm-hmm. Dragondarch making pretty good time in Lower Norfair. Unfortunately, only finds $5 at Mickey Mouse, the cheapest Mickey Mouse I think I've seen in a good long while. Normally, they shell out the whole 20.
I mean, that only comes with Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Gets a power bomb, or Cheese gets a power bomb out of the big chest. Probably just going to clear Desert Palace while we're here. I think Cheese is just on go through dungeon mode at this point, just hoping for stuff.
Which one of it is it? There we go.
Ooh, we're bottling fairies.
All right, the contingency plan.
Question in chat: where was Varia suit? Super Bunny Cave. Oh, and there's the mirror in Lower Norfair. So, yet again, Dragondarch finding lots and lots of good stuff.
Yeah, that is a thing. That is. And what's interesting is having that is going to make transiting around between all of these dungeons a lot faster too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about another boss?
This one is actually a real boss, because sometimes Ridley gets mean and gets real huggy.
Ice Rod strats. Okay, never mind.
Nope, Ice Rod strats went as far as we could go. Use the sword to finish off Landmola as Dragondarch finishes off Ridley at the same time. Simultaneous boss kills. I like it.
Oh, very good. And another
And
blue crystal.
And another reserve tank.
Hooray.
Question in chat about pendants and crystal dungeons. Thieves Town was the red pendant, and Ice Palace is a regular old crystal.
Yep, everyone feels great about Pendant Thieves Town.
Yeah. Meyer was also a pendant dungeon, but that one was the green pendant. So now Cheezinator is going to get the bad news that everything he ever wanted in life was apparently on Dark World Death Mountain.
Yeah, Cheese has objectives under his belt, but I think the item knowledge would be more appreciated at this point.
Right. Because looking at Dragondarch's items, what is there left to get? He needs the Quake Medallion. Yeah, he needs the Quake Medallion because I believe Turtle Rock was a Quake required dungeon, so he needs that.
Oh, there's some silvers.
Okay. Silvers is not bad. So what else does Dragondarch need besides the Quake Medallion and the Red Cane? I think that's actually it. I think Red Cane and Quake Medallion put Dragondarch in total go mode. Yeah, Cheezinator is about to get all the things that he's missing, and then I think he'll be he'll just be missing Red Cane and Mirror, which is in Lower Norfair.
All right. Well, we're gonna go check the basement out.
Time for a nice coffee break. Cheezinator just kind of hang out. Let the tiles not do anything. And now we're going to clear the upper section of Norfair, see what we missed out on. Gonna skip out on a piece of heart. Ain't no room in this game for just a little bit of love. There is, however, room for a lot of bit of love.
A whole lot of love?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, she's remembering to hit the switch on the way up the stairs, which is something that I never do. So congratulations, you are not playing like me. Heads up.
Yeah. I do the exact same thing. It's how you clear basement required Tower of Hera. Like, you go down and do the basement stuff, and then you head back up the steps, realize you locked yourself out, head down the steps, hit the switch, and then head back up. Or you just start pulling out different items in your inventory and just like throwing stuff in the direction of the orb, hoping that something hits. That's my personal favorite.
Yeah, no, that's what I usually do. Like, let's pull out the fire rod and just start spamming shots, and maybe you'll hit it.
Yeah. We had indecision paralysis on whether or not we wanted that missile tank, committed to it, but then the lava trap triggered. So we're going to exploit the lava trap's fatal flaw, exiting the room and re-entering.
Oh no,
Oh.
jeez. Round 2.
Yeah.
And more heart containers.
Gonna have a lot of life when Dragondarch heads back to Link to the Past.
And red mail as well, so feeling pretty safe. Oh, and more power bombs too.
Yep. Unfortunately, we already had 20, so at this point now it's basically a missile tank by another name. Oh, Cheese gets revenge on stupid Chevy Moldorm. Gets the compass for the trouble. I kind of like taking supers here. We need 60 supers for Mother Brain, or for any real big problem enemy and your accuracy is bad like mine.
The old stormtrooper aim.
Look, if you just put super missiles in every spot in the room, you will eventually have hit the thing you were shooting at in the first place. Ooh, red boomerang. Yeah, we'll take that. Or we'll not take that. What are your thoughts on picking up red boomerang if you don't have the blue one?
No.
No.
So it's one of those things where if I've already got something that can get me the stun prize in Link to the Past, then you pretty much don't need it.
All right. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many situations where even the red boomerang is like more convenient to use than like bow and arrow or hookshot for like hitting switches or whatever.
Yeah, and I feel like by the time you hit that point, you've usually got the cane as well. So I
Right.
guess depending on your item layout, but there's usually kind of a narrow window for when that boomerang is actually good.
All right. Cheezinator gonna get Varia Suit Flute and Fire Rod out of these checks, whereas Dragondarch is headed into uncharted territory. What do we got? This heart container. We'll just let that sit there.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a vital organ laying on the edge of a cliff. That's not an item pickup. That's a crime scene.
Oh, and the killer left the bumpers in the way to prevent the cops from getting there. This is the rich lore of Link to the Past, and I don't think people properly appreciate it until now.
Yeah, there was a lot that was lost in translation.
Yeah. Hey, $20 out of Skullwood seems fine.
Yeah, but also a key, and things seem to be lining up pretty conveniently. Alright, there's another key, which is pretty good to get before you go head into the back room.
Oh,
And,
but Cheezinator is going to do Spike Cave. Ooh.
But the magic isn't going to burn itself. It
Magic's
only
not
has
gonna
enough.
burn itself.
No.
I've already been warned about puns. I'm not making it to the end of the stream.
The stage cane of Berna.
All right, so we got the very unimportant missiles at the back of Spike Cave, the most guarded, least useful item of all time. So Cheese is going to be heading. I have to assume that this is turning on the flute, and then what are we doing after that? We've got Varia Suit. We can make a run at Lower Norfair like Dragondarch did, or we can do Skullwoods and Pennant Thieves Town, and as well as the rest of like Dark Kakariko.
Yeah, I would be very tempted to knock out Skull Woods and then do a cursory check of Thieves Town.
Sure, like the front chests might have, like if the front chests have red cane, that'll be amazing. But
All right, so it's just hammer time with these mummies. Although just popping the Ether Medallion also would have been pretty nice here.
this is not the horror movie scene that I remember, because like in The Mummy, Brendan Fraser, did he ever just like grab a hammer and just start swinging?
No, it was usually some sort of old sword.
Right. It's always some kind of bladed instrument to cut the bandages. When are we going to get a hammer versus a mummy movie? That's my question now. I didn't know I was missing it, but now I am, and now I need it.
What kind of hammer are we talking about, though? Like MC Hammer?
One-handed battle mace? I don't know. Make it a medieval zombie movie. There we go. Yeah, perfect. And by zombie, I meant mummy.
We've got Holy Hammer versus Mummy. I mean, that's just Diablo 2.
So Dragondarch gets the very good kill on Mothula. Cheezinator right behind in the same dungeon. Kind of basically not quite holding hands at this point, but there will be a high five, I think.
Hey, full pot. All right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even know that was there. Thanks, Cheese.
It's one of those things I keep having to get because I just kind of toss all my magic as I'm doing Skullwoods or anything in general, and it's just like, ah, crap, I need to fill. There's one right there. Better do it. And we got the high five right there. Perfect.
We are. Does Dragondarch have the book?
Dragondarch does not have the book. He has not done Dark World Hype Cave yet.
All right, no pedestal checks then for either one of these.
It's a little awkward, but at the same time, the list of things that could be on pedestal versus elsewhere is real short. Because there's just so much of the world that's open to check right now.
Cheese does not want to get grabbed out of midair.
Hey, a wave beam. Neat. Oh. What does that wave beam get us? We can do Crocomire checks. It's sort of faster way. I mean, as fast as Crocomire gets. Let's see, we got... An E-Tank's not helpful. We got one more check left to do. I guess we're going to make that before we worry about Thieves Town. Throw a bomb on the roof, blow the door open. Seems good. What do we got? It's missiles. Yay. I had no idea that those were skull pots down there. I thought they were just like weird shaped walls.
Nope. And that was something a lot of people didn't know until someone was just spamming A and picked those up. Yeah, this
First
is my
dig.
kind of digging game.
If you find an E-Tank on the first dig, do you keep digging? Trying to find another one?
No.
Hmm.
You can take this mini game and shovel it.
So Dragondarch is going to be able to utilize the mirror to get to Cave 45. Unfortunately, only supers.
Super's still good.
Yeah, Super's great. Not a red cane.
All right, I would have loved for the enemy jump there to have worked, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheese. I guess Cheese skipped the backside here, so yeah, a little bit more of an inefficient clear.
Yeah, it's... I only know one way to clear Skull Woods, and it's not the way that either of them have been doing it. It's also arguably slower, although I feel like it might be faster than what Cheese is doing here. And Dragondarch gets the very loaded Height Cave done.
Oh, hi,
he's now...
Jump Boots.
Yeah. Yeah. Also Book and Squiggle Coin, so...
Yeah, also Swamp Palace open.
Yep. Hey, we're here. It's required. Let's do it.
6 chests. Everyone hates the left side. Let's go.
So Cheese headed in the direction of Mire Shed, possibly Lower Norfair.
Yeah, Dragondarch, the Lower Norfair check's really paying off there, and yeah, depending on where Kane falls, that's really the outstanding item that we have to find.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, the other thing too is if Dragondarch ends up with just Silverless Master Sword Ganon, that might hand Cheese some time back too.
That's true. Cheese gonna take the gold Torizo fight instead of resetting out. With charge and plasma, that seems like a perfectly reasonable idea. Having some problems finding the invincible spot. Pretty sure he's got it now, though.
Yeah, just this Chozo just shooting out those toenail clippings.
Yeah, you got to throw the sideways pancakes to make the bounty hunters go away.
Alright, Cheese. Come on. Go get the spring ball.
I've had a lot of helpful tips and tricks from Cheezinator. None of them have involved a loop back around to get Gold Torzo Spring Ball if it's there.
Don't let my memes be dreams. Alright, good. We won't be seeing the key flooded on the right-hand side today.
It took me, I think, 3 flooded keys before I finally, hard ingrained into my brain to not do that, and how to not do that, the important part.
I have never done that, fortunately, but I think it was because the first time I ever watched Link to the Past Randomizer, Jay Coper flooded the key. And just that was like the biggest look of anguish. And it was one of those where you had to early enough where you had to save and quit to reset the dungeon. It was bad.
Cheezinator making pretty quick work out of Lower Norfair here. Dragondarch doing pretty much the same job getting through Swamp Palace. It's a race to see who can find Red Cane first, and unfortunately, Dragondarch is the only one making progress on that front, at least from our perspective. Hey, early big key. We don't got to go back in.
That feels pretty good.
Cheese gets the good news about the Mirror of Shame.
You can reflect on your routing decisions right now.
Yep.
Were they flawed or merely inconvenient?
Oh, God, that was a good one.
It appears the crowd is out of tomatoes.
Speaking of having problems with nutrition, here comes Ridley.
A steady diet of super missiles should fix everything.
Yeah. Just go for breakfast and brunch and lunch.
It's like Ensure
Planner.
Plus.
Yeah. And Cheese gets the grabby kill. Excellently done, Ridley fight.
Yeah, pretty smooth.
My only complaint is that he didn't wait a little bit longer so we could get the second simultaneous boss kill of the run. But let's see how Argus is. Master Sword Argus is...
Yeah, it's one of those where you want to try to pull two puffs.
yeah.
Alright, and we're just going to play whack-a-mole.
Sure. Does this count as water croquet?
Water polo?
It can't be water polo, there's no horses.
There were horses, they all drowned.
Is that what all the pups were?
Just horse souls. From Software presents Horse Souls.
Don't pay too much attention to the hitboxes. So Kane's not in Swamp, so the quest continues for where the stupid red cane is. Let's see if it's on the tablet.
You got chat saying whack a shoal. 10 out of 10.
Oh. Nope, we got an E-tank, so... Where are we headed next? At this point, it's basically just clearing dungeons that don't require red cane, and... Oh, is this a trip into Pennant Mire? Looking for French vanilla red cane? Is that what we're doing right now? Oh, no. We're doing... right. Dragon hasn't done desert yet, and also hasn't checked this spot. It's $20. Glad we got that
Spend it all
sword.
in one place. That's great. I will take this $20 and buy half an ice cream cone at Coldstone.
Yeah. Oh, does that mean that red cane's at Cold Stare?
Oh no. There's just a note that says I owe you one red cane.
So at this moment, we've got Cheezinator going over Upper Norfair territory that Dragon's already covered, and we've got Dragon going over Desert Palace territory that Cheese has already covered. They're both sensible checks, but there's going to be the moment of panic that's going to come probably in the next 20 minutes if neither runner finds the red cane. Just the dread feeling of where is it?
It's on check too.
Oh no. Is this our destiny?
I mean, the pedestal's out, so.
Yeah, we'll take a free heart container. Seems fine.
All right, and I'm just the mere being active this deep into a dungeon is just giving me a heart attack. There we go.
No, it's fine. Everyone loves the exit boss.
Just please give me a dialogue that just says, "Are you sure?"
All right, so Cheese has got one more thing to check in Upper Norfair, unless the paranoia sets in and we decide that Shack Tool is the place to be, or not Shack Tool, Crocomire is the place to be.
Oh, we've got Tyrannex in chat saying it's his birthday, so yeah, happy 19th birthday, Tyrannex.
Yeah. Glad to have you here, buddy. Alright, so this routing tells me that Cheezinator is headed towards Crocomire. He's going to do the gate glitch, and he's going to do the checks that no one ever wants to do, but he knows that he is one item away from go mode. So here we go. Or not. Or yes. Or no.
Yes,
oh.
no, yes, no.
Nope,
Maybe.
we're doing. Never mind. Nobody wants to do Crocomire. Oh, unless he's doing ice beam checks first. Considering, nope, decides against it. All right.
Hooray! More power bombs.
All right.
What? Who would put Samaria in Meyer? What a terrible idea.
Well, it's not Sick Kid, and I'm surprised we all forgot about it. I mean, I forgot about it.
You get around to it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, what if it's in the lunchbox?
I would need to take several minutes to collect my thoughts.
Hey, there's the wave beam.
Question in chat: did Bridge Bottle get checked? Yep. Dragon did a. Actually, I think they both did fake flippers real early at the start of the game, and Bridge Bottle was, I think, bombs or missiles or something inconsequential.
Yeah, we didn't end up seeing Waterfall or Zora area.
That's true. We haven't been over there yet.
I mean, they're both have been double catfish checks, but if you're gonna do back of Graveyard Ledge, you're kind of close to that area anyway.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe we've seen Smith, and we're not going to for a bit because we got a digging game to do.
All right, for Shovelry, here we go. One.
Get ready, everybody. Count to 1. All right. Okay, here we go. Blacksmith check is new territory.
Is there anything more satisfying in Zelda 3 than a good hammer dash?
Nope. Alright, we're gonna bring our friend downstairs to show him what disappointment looks like. It looks like that.
In the shape of a missile.
So we'll bring him back to his blacksmith shop. Just tell him, don't go into the outside world. You'll see things like that. You won't want to see things like that.
Alright, Mr. Smith, what do you got?
$20. He's paying us for the helpful tip.
Oh, here's the lunchbox check.
Here it comes. I hate to see it. I'm not even kidding. I literally hate to see it. I'm not salty, you're salty.
I mean, anything can be used as a lunchbox, really.
Yeah, what if it's like one of those it's like those multi-level curry tins, except it's like shaped into a red cane. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
We just open this blue chest up and there's a sewing kit in it.
All right, here we go.
All right, does Gary got it once again? No.
Okay, we're good. We're in the clear.
He's got criminal evidence.
Only a little bit of it, though, just a piece.
Yeah. They'll never find the left ventricle.
My lawyer tells me you can't be convicted of murder if you don't have the whole heart.
Meanwhile, poor Asher is sitting there with his head in his hands.
So Cheese is going to do Swamp Palace while he's here. Unfortunately, that is also not the location of the Red Cane, but it's a crystal dungeon, so it's perfectly worth doing right now. Dragon gets his bacon sword, and is going to continue clearing out the otherwise unnotable pod.
Would that be considered a half-hearted defense?
Oh boy.
We got a whole other hour of this, man.
I got bad news. The audience went to the grocery store. They picked up more tomatoes.
I see they had time to catch up.
Oh boy.
Oh, to anyone watching this back, I'm so sorry.
All right, dragon approaching the final turtle bridge, headed towards Big Turtle Boss. Cheezinator is. I'm eager to see if he tries skipping left side, just to spite it. No, we got to do left side. There could be anything over there. There could even be a red cane.
Wow, really, really clean fight from Dragondarch. Zink only got one fireball too, so just got that over with real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Question in chat: did anyone check the ether pedestal? It had silvers.
Yep. Cheezinator has it. Dragon has not gone there, but I suspect he might. Question in chat: what were crystals 5 and 6? Turtle Rock and Pod. Ooh, here comes an Ice Palace dive. See if we can find our red cane in there.
All right, Dragondarch making new ground here.
So, I wonder if we'll see IPBJ or if we'll see the new hotness, Icebreaker.
I mean, we're gonna see. I will be making a PBJ after this match is over.
I would be more mad if I wasn't as hungry as I am right now, because that actually sounds real good. So it looks like we're not doing Icebreaker. We passed the point where we would have initiated that. Let's see if we get the Ice Palace bomb jump. Oh, right. We can't do Icebreaker without the cane. I forgot about that.
Alright, no double KO today.
Question in chat: what is Icebreaker? It's a glitch that you do in the vanilla big key room in Ice Palace that basically clips you through the wall, so you don't even have to worry about IPBJ anymore. You can just go through there and then just clear the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah, it's you can use the cane to sort of extend the door exit state and just walk you right over those two push blocks. It's a pretty interesting setup. All right, we had a map check earlier. Cheese not sure where to get his parking validated.
Ooh. All right. With the hook shot, 4 for 5 on the circle swing is really good. It's late. I've forgotten what words are. I'm just gonna keep reaching into a bag of words, and I'll just use some of them at some point. I'm sure you'll understand.
Ooh, Scrabble strats.
Yeah. Be afraid of what happens when I'm left with nothing but Q's and Z's.
My kingdom for you.
And Cheezinator makes very, very quick work out of Argus. Gets his crystal and is gonna bail. Meanwhile, Dragon's still working on Ice Palace. The only notable thing so far is Half Magic, which is real good, but it's not the thing we're looking for.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah.
Especially when you are going to fight a boss that really just likes chewing through your magic.
Yeah. And she's decided that ice is nice. Ice is the place to be. Let's... no, wait, we're headed elsewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh!
Or we go
She's...
through the portal. Very good.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
That's a quick way to do this check.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we haven't... neither of our runners have seen Graveyard Ledge yet. Will this be the mythical Red Cane? Nope.
And how about a sword upgrade?
Sure.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Oh boy. I mean, you say it's better than nothing, but I think the difference is marginal.
Oh, they're never gonna let us do this again, are they?
No, it's fine. We got our one. We're in the clear.
All right, so there's the waterfall check. See,
Spacer.
you could have had that spacer an hour ago.
All right, so there's cash on Zora Ledge.
Poor Dragondarch gets bopped by an ice shard right as the spin was gonna get set up.
Oh.
But it's still a pretty quick fight with Butter anyway. And how about an energy drink?
I mean, it's fine. Cheezinator thought it was great, so he paid $500 for one, but where do we have left for the Red Cane other than Shack Tool?
Thieves Town?
There's always Thieves Town.
There's always that shovel too.
Wait, do we have the shovel? I don't think either runner has the shovel, do they?
Oh, one of them will. Honestly, this has been some pretty clean routing from Dragondarch. The starting in Swamp, then going to Ice, and then finishing this check off. That's a good chunk of chests and required dungeons that you can just put in the rearview mirror.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of shovel, here comes Cheezinator with a shovel check. The list of things that we can check that are helpful is growing real thin. At some point, we're going to have to start considering things we don't like. Things we don't like, which include Shack Tool, which include Armos, which include Thieves Town in general.
$20. Oh, you gotta wait for the animation to stop.
And Cheese is headed towards... Is this Meyer? No? Oh, right, he didn't have the mirror when he was over here. This is Checkerboard Cave Check. Oh, thanks to our tracker, Snaky, pointing out that Armos has nothing. So it can't be on Armos. And it can't be on Pedestal because Meyer is a pennant dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. Grapple was item in the third, so...
Yeah.
And I think Cheese is going to chill out for a little bit.
Yep. As Dragon loops back around and is going to do his own Dark Kakariko checks. Now I'm just trying to think about what's the most likely place to go after this for either runner.
I'm trying to remember if any of the runners did a top 4 check of Thieves Town. I feel like that's a pretty good hedge when Thieves Town is a pendant.
Right, and no, neither of them have done Thieves Town yet. Cheese gets the half magic and is going to continue onward as Dragon gets the cursed lunchbox.
Yep, just going to flute over to the 7 to drop that off.
Question in chat, 2.5 hour mark and they haven't done Pendant Thieves or Crocomire. I'm also shocked. Those are things I would have gravitated to immediately. And you can tell because of my 0-2 record.
See, the problem was your routing was fine, just the item placement wasn't.
That's true. Ooh, nice Staphos kill.
Yeah, it gets the 2 for here.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna see some couch cash. Just move along.
Just a little piece of love.
Oh shoot! They found the left ventricle.
It's fine. No one will ever find it. We put it under this magical thingy. This is fine. So this has got to be Dragon headed towards Thieves Town. No. Oh, this is Graveyard Ledge check. Yeah. All right. I'm on board.
Yeah, at this point, it's just tidying up a lot of one-offs or going into a dungeon that feels kind of bad since you don't need to really finish it. So,
right.
Which of the unpleasant checks would you like to do?
Yeah. Interesting that Cheese is choosing to skip the big chest in Ice Palace despite picking up the key right there. I wonder what the thought process is behind that.
Thought process is, let me check this other side first.
Alright, I buy it.
I mean, yeah, I think he got to go back that way anyway, and if he finds 2 items, he doesn't have to open it.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so Cheese is now set up for the world's easiest Ganon fight.
Those are the Ganon fights that I like. Minimal chance for things to go wrong, no skill required.
Yeah, Yeah, I love those too, I say as I fall off the edge. Is that another shield upgrade? Could we have had Riot Shield?
Where was the first? We saw one in, I think, Meridia that we just didn't want to bother with.
Yeah, and then there was another one inside Spectacle Rock.
That might have been what it was, yeah. Alright, let's see how Cheezinator's Cold Stare fight goes while Dragon grabs a catfish and I assume routes in Zora while he's here.
Probably Flutes Away has already done this check.
Question in chat, where were the silver arrows and why doesn't Dragon have it? Silver arrows were on the Ether tablet. And he doesn't have it because he'd already done like Tower of Hera and all that stuff long before he got the book. But he's headed that way now, because there's got to be something somewhere.
The item exists. This much we know. This is where all of your orphan checks come back to haunt you.
Yep.
All right, perhaps the cane is not even on this planet.
I prefer to think that they're one and the same planet, which is why everyone does Mother Brain last, so that you can just blow up the planet and never look back. Alright, so here's new territory headed towards Crocomire. We got +5 arrows, which, nah. 1 check down, 4 to go.
I'm astounded by how much everyone hates Pendant Thieves Town.
It's how to describe it. It's offensive in how efficiently you can waste your time doing it.
All right, dash dig. Just don't do that out of the digging game. You'll soft lock yourself.
Nope, those missiles keep falling. All right.
That was a lot of energy tanks.
Yep. It's amazing what happens when you full clear both games. All right, time to give Crocomire the value meal.
All right, hungry, hungry hippo. Oh, see?
Welp. So that's Dragon and Go mode.
Ah, dear.
Oh, as Crocomire wants seconds, not enough value for his meal. Cheezinator stares long and hard at the blue boomerang and decides, nah.
Pendant Thieves Town strikes again.
Yeah, It's always in Thieves Town, it's never in Thieves Town.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if it's buried in the back, I think you feel a whole lot better about it being buried in the front. It's not that bad to get 2 items out of those 4 chests most of the time.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh, uh-oh. So after we finish Krog, we're going to do a mushroom turn-in, and then maybe do Pennant Dungeon, starting with Thieves Town.
And Dragondarch does not have very much left to do. Yeah, this is kind of the last loose end to tidy up, and then we're gonna see some Ganon's Tower fun. Yeah, this definitely has to feel pretty bad as far as your judge of where you are in this race.
Right, because there was the very costly death like 30 minutes in, and then leaving behind Pennant Thieves Town first box, the red cane, is the one thing that you've been missing all this time. It's got to be like, all right, why has my opponent not finished yet? They've got to be like in Torian right now.
It's because they routed exactly the same for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, it was just strange how it kind of, all right, here's the start in Link to the Past. Now you're gonna play Metroid for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, I've never seen charging with the Cane of Brian before. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's a pretty efficient strategy, especially just because of the menu locations.
Yeah.
You can pull off the cane dash and just zip on through. All right, not today, Pokey. Oh, it's the fun room.
Nailed it. It's always good to bull. It's always good to bull. Wow, we were just bullseyeing chain chomps today.
I mean, I have wanted to do this every time I've played this game. Oh boy, what a time to pick up that 4th piece of heart.
Oh, and Cheezinator is headed for Meridia. We've got Plasma Room to check. We've got Shack Tool to check. Oh no. At least we're saving first. That's okay.
Yeah, the rabbit hole going ever deeper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Agent Chomp just saved that Switch's life. Hey, there's the last Metroid.
I mean, if we follow the metaphor, like the agent dove out of the way to try and save the chest, but then you just run up and just Kali mod the thing.
Nice try, Lao Che.
All right, we're going to check Plasma first. Question in chat. No boomerangs? Well, they both opted out of the red boomerang. And she's had the option of getting the blue boomerang, but decided against it.
Come on, Dragondarch. You're not even the least bit curious as to what's in old mimic cave there. It could be $20.
At this point, it's just basically like I could meme Mimic Cave, or I could only lose by like 10 minutes. That's got to be the rationale that's going on right now.
Come on, you need all the rupees you can get. You got to pay back Tom Nook for that house loan.
Oh, what would like an NES or not an NES, a Nintendo franchise Animal Crossing like hybrid look like? Because like we've already got precedents for this. We've got like Mario and Rabbids.
Just like an adorable chibi Dragon just moves into your village.
Constantly wants apples to try and feed her hungry kids.
Alright, it's always the last one.
It is always the last one.
And the slow march towards inevitability continues. No, you know what? I'm out.
Cheese is real mad. Tries to get a helping hand, a helpful if slow hand, and Cheese says, "No, it's not fast enough. Try it again."
And it appears somewhere along the line she stopped at Taco Bell.
I'm telling you, it was that basement Taco Bell from the beginning of the game. We're 2 hours, 40 minutes in, it's finally catching up with them.
He held out longer than I thought he would.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dragon is making insanely quick work of Tridex. That was fast. That was real fast.
That went smooth as butter.
Well, we already got yelled at for those puns. I can't make another one.
Alright, so what number chest are we going to find the big key in? I hear that this is some sort of game that people like to play.
I mean, it is. Well, okay. It's a game if you win, and it's just messing around in chat if you don't. I'm pretty sure those are in the rules.
Buttersword takes out the margarine for air. Perfect.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, chat.
I need to write that one down. Alright, an even more interesting question. We're going to see some Dark Magician strats.
Ooh.
We got straight to the right side. Do we have a key?
Nah.
No. No.
Nah.
Oh.
Hey, vanilla powder.
Oh no.
That leads us further off the path.
This is like getting an ugly sweater and a gift receipt. Could you just given me the money instead?
Alright, so if anybody guessed 7 or less, they're out of the running.
Alright, 8, get out of here.
All right, so the impossible chain of fetches has ended with power bombs, as it was always meant to.
+1 bonk.
Hey, we got a shield. Okay, so yeah, it would have been possible to have the riot shield if we just went out of our way to pick up the one that we really didn't want to pick up.
Alright, so here comes the rando room. And here comes Cheese in the Thieves' Town. And I wonder how many bombs we're gonna see placed on that chest.
We thought about it, and then we decided against it. So yeah, looks like left side GT is out for the key.
Yeah, we're just gonna try to use the flute in the Dark World instead. It only works when it's plot critical.
That's not a method I've ever seen for bonking across.
that was a swag method if I have ever seen one. It's just how we drew it up, boys. One, two,
Hey,
3.
hey, we got a cape. It's a cape. It's good. All right, time to head upstairs.
Alright, got enough keys. Here we go. And Cheese, full TR behind. And yeah, there's he's gonna be hard pressed to make up time in Ganon's Tower with the location of that key.
Right. That's one of those things that I think even if you gamble right side, that one's still going to take a while to dig out.
Just mowing down those red mimics. Who needs who needs statue pulls? Who needs sword swipes? I'm coming for you.
Uh-huh. I guess that is a shorter path, isn't it? I'm learning how to route Ganon's Tower.
Alright, do we see... we do not see the lazy files trick of jumping into the pit and then dashing through. Not a bad gauntlet so far. Kind of taking the slow and steady approach here.
Mm-hmm. The few times I've ever tried to just, like, hope that everything walks just into the path of my sword swings, it rarely ever works out, and then I just spend way longer time chasing them around the room than if I had just busted out, like, Ether or Bamos or something.
Wow, about a pixel off of having the one cycle. What a 2 cycle's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese also getting the world's most convenient heart refill. Oh, gets that blocked by the spike trap, but again, 2 cycling that isn't bad either.
Yeah. those dark mages, those are the ones that I always, no matter what, I just flip to ether because it's a lot quicker than trying to set up. It's a lot quicker than me trying to set up blocks.
All right, we're gonna stick around for a little bit, so no danger of oh gosh, that was real close. Yeah, if you go up the stairs at the same moment that the door closes, you despawn everything up here, and you have to start from the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, I had another mini heart attack. At least I think it was from that, not from my diet. Who knows?
Mm.
More key. Alright, she's about halfway through.
About halfway through Turtle Rock as Dragon takes revenge on Big Moldorm. Gets the incentive chest, or not incentive chest, gets the validation chest of plus bomb capacity, which I think is actually kind of on brand for the seed, or at least how it started. Alright, let's see how...
Alright, that was...
first one.
It was a double, but I don't know if that was too close. That was definitely a double.
That was blueberries.
Okay, so I
Pretty-
think that was a double off the top. So pretty
Yeah.
smooth, pretty smooth Aga2 fight. Didn't desync
Yeah.
like all of my Aga2 fights go.
Where you have the other two shooting shots while the main one's still just like kind of shadow teleporting somewhere.
Yeah, they're just all teleporting at different times, and it's like, oh, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
This is my life now.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Seriously, you were supposed to bring food. That is also on brand with the seed at this point, I think, because I have been hungry.
Yeah, I had a nice big bowl of curry and rice before I started this.
Ooh, that sounds real good. Ooh, that was almost good dodging of the fire bats, but didn't quite get there.
Yeah, so it's always the last one you gotta watch out for.
Mm-hmm. Ganon being a real jerk.
Hey, wait a minute! I'll never die if I just don't stop teleporting.
When the final boss figures out the exploit.
It's like that artificial intelligence that learned how to play Tetris. Whenever it was close to dying, it just paused. It just never came out of the pause menu. 100% win rate. just never lost.
Neural networks are the best. Alright, we gotta load up the snout.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the world's most painful septum piercing in progress. Brr. Half a G. Oh wait, there's another game. What?
Yeah. That's the beauty of combo rando. You play one game for just long enough to forget that the other one exists, and then it's just like, oh my god, we gotta do this other stuff.
Saving is good.
Mm-hmm.
80 super missiles. Well, enjoy the spoils of full clearing the entire Link to the Past.
Yeah. Yeah, this is officially got to go fast speed. Chat pointing out that that ammo count is how you know that things went poorly. Yep.
Something horrible happened here.
Why did they full clear everything? Well, you see, let me tell you about Pennant Thieves Town.
It wasn't even in the back room. Yeah, I feel like both runners are just staring at IRC like, what?
Uh-huh. It's just like, hang on. Did it glitch out? Did I disconnect?
All right, she's going with it looks like Dark Magician strats. So let's see what the 4 chests on the right side were. Whoops. All right, we got missiles, 10 arrows, another bottle, and the map.
At least we got another bottle, right?
Oh, and we have we are going through the bridge here, so this might be, kind of the fastest way to get here.
I think so, yeah. At least compared to the alternatives. All right, this dragon is pushing forward towards Mother Brain. We've got Cheezinator headed towards Frozen Armos.
More super missiles. More. Have all the super missiles you can handle.
Dragon not even bothering with Zebetite skip. Probably isn't comfortable enough to pull the trick off and just thinking, I'm so far behind at this point, we just gotta do it.
Got 130 missiles. Why not? Be gone, foul Cheerios.
Balanced breakfast this.
She sounds
Alright,
mad.
A little bit. But she's running a drive-through diner. Let's see if anything gets served up today. Dragon's doing his best to avoid everything. Avoids ketchup. Ketchup is really the worst thing. You don't really want the drive-through diner ketchup.
In case you've ever wondered if ketchup can go bad, yeah, it can.
Ooh, gets the stand-up glitch for Mother Brain.
What can you say? Dragon's a pretty stand-up guy.
We had to get one more for the road, didn't we?
A little bit.
All right, that's fair. Chat complaining that they're out of tomatoes. We've done it. We've cured the tomato menace.
The killer tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
No, they killed Steve. How could you?
In a scripted sequence, of course. And down goes Mother Brain right at 3 hours even. This is going to be a pretty really good time. This is actually going to be a shockingly good time, I think, considering all the everything that went wrong for both our runners.
Yeah, for a full clear kind of seed, this is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Oh no! Now it's Cheezinator's turn in the Moldorm pit.
I've actually been knocked down into the pit before and thought, hey, great, I can anti-fairy my way back up to full health. This is perfect. I meant to do that.
It's all how we draw it up. Alright. Cheese was an invalid run. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. Dragon made it back to the ship and finishes in first place with official SRL time of 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 29 seconds. GG to him. And as Dragon finishes, Cheese immediately forfeits. Just too much frustration, I think. But he's in chat. GG to both our runners. See if we can get them in here for an interview. And we're joined by our first place finisher, Dragondarch. GG to you, man.
Thanks. I feel like I didn't have any business winning that.
I mean,
that death was like 10 plus minutes.
you did a heck of a job catching up, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I at least managed to remember where all the good stuff was for the Bryn loop, so I just beeline for those and skipped everything else. But it's like, I'm now down probably 10 plus minutes, and to be honest, if that hadn't happened, I very likely would have dipped the front of Thieves Town while I was in that area instead of just passing it up. But when I went through the area, I'm like, okay, I got like 4 dungeons I can full clear right now. Let's do those. I'll dip the stuff on the way to each dungeon, but I'll leave Thieves Town for later because it's a quick check back. Of course, Mario was in there in that case.
Mm-hmm. And we're also joined in chat by Cheezinator. GG, man.
Thank you. Yeah, so I have a psychological problem with Pendant Thieves Town where if it's there and it's early, I will usually dip it and then leave, and then I'll come back at the end of the game and there'll be something in the back. And this game, I was like, well, I'm not going to do it unless I know I need to do pedestal or I'm otherwise committing to the full clear, so I'll save it for later rather than dipping and leaving something in the back. Turns out it was in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt, and I didn't even know like Dragondarch had a death, but I felt ahead as far as about my Norfair clear, like getting the back-to-back flippers and mirror mostly, and getting to go -1. I was like, this is great. This seed should be fine. I'm gonna knock out a bunch of stuff really efficiently, do my crystals, push the mirror and flipper just until they're dead, and then when nothing turned up, I started like sweating.
So you say that you really wanted to avoid Pendant Thieves Town. What about Crocomire? Because I feel like there were some opportunities to take it earlier than you did. Was it just at that point of just hoping that Red Cane just fell into your lap in one of the crystal dungeons?
Yeah, when you go -1 with so many crystals left on the board, you absolutely can skip something like Croc because it's right next to one of the portals and one of the flute points and save and quit points. So it's like very easy to get back. And I even left Ice Crumble to do a proper loop from the portal. So I wasn't worried about it being an isolated check. It was a lot of dense stuff together, but it was also not necessarily going to be necessary, right? Late in the game, I want to prioritize bosses and crystal dungeons.
Mm-hmm. So, Dragon, I feel like I have to ask the question. When you have kind of a disaster of a death that early, what goes through your mind on what? Because I know you want like the important key items like the gravity suit, the space jump, etc. But what other things are you looking to take versus leave behind when you're scrambling to catch back up?
Supers. If I knew there was E-tanks, I would grab that. I mean, I knew Burna was down there. I knew where Space Jump was, so I knew I was going to grab that extra pack of missiles at the top of the Etakun shaft. I mean, I knew there wasn't really much else in that area because I cleared literally everything and then died as soon as I walked into Blue Brinstar. So I knew where the sword was. I knew where Burna was. I knew there was a pack of super missiles in there. So I just figured grab that stuff. And then I'm like, I'm not going to risk going back into Blue Brinstar because the last thing I want is a second death. So I go down to Kraid and run myself out of power bombs on the way down. So that was the biggest sticking point at the beginning is you just had it's like we had more relatively early, just no bombs to go with it.
Where'd you get your first power bombs?
Vanilla Bomb Terizo.
Oh, did you go in? Like, I guess you can probably do a Alcatraz escape or whatever. I can't do that, so I would never like make that check if I didn't have power bombs.
Yeah, I'm fine with Alcatraz, so I just figured I'd go in, check it. If it was nothing, I could reset back to the ship because that's where I was coming from, and then just keep going. And it just turned out it was power bombs. I think the logic wanted you to go down to Blue Brinstar and get those power bombs, then come back up and get the ones from Bomb Terizo. But...
Yeah, the Bomb Terizo wouldn't have been in logic and normal there. I went down to Blue Bryn, and because I saw a gravity suit and was sent that direction already, I actually pushed Meridia before a lot of Brinstar, and it really worked out because it gave me speed booster and like there was like boots in the back and there were mitts and a sand pit or whatever. So like Meridia felt real great. And I came back and cleaned up Brinstar, got Plasma, which it sounds like you might have orphaned at Waterway. So I felt really good about getting speed booster before Bryn when odds were that you didn't. And that plus a couple of other things that were going well made the first like 90 minutes to 2 hours of this game feel real good.
Yeah, I can basically guarantee you were ahead especially after that death. I can guarantee you were ahead.
Up until that death, it really felt like Dragon was ahead, but there was some hilarious route divergence where, so Dragon, you were technically the first to pick up power bombs from Bomb Terizo, and then you headed down towards Green Brinstar, whereas Cheese bypassed all that, and as he was headed down towards Blue Brinstar, Like, we were concerned about, oh no, he's missed power bombs. He's doing these checks without power bombs. What is he going to do? First thing you find down there is power bombs. And it's just like, okay. And then Cheese finds gravity suit, Dragon finds space jump, and you just keep getting like really important and different things. So it was a heck of a thing trying to figure out who was actually ahead at that point. But Dragon, you did a super impressive job of clawing back time anywhere you could find it to catch back up after that unfortunate early death. And there was a lot of kind of crisscrossing in the middle of just like checking stuff that you had all done. But I think the thing that really sealed it was the checking of Pen and Thieves Town at the end, because aside from that, you two seemed to be pretty much even.
I mean, I'll admit, after taking the death, I was almost on tilt for a little bit, and I'm like, no, calm down, breathe, focus, and get back in this. There's still a reason. There's still a chance that something could happen, and I could still possibly win this. But I'm gonna have to play really well and probably take a few gambles that I normally wouldn't. So after like probably 5-10 minutes, probably about the point where I was starting to get over towards wrecked ship, I was calmed down enough that I was starting to play decently again. But right after that point, it's like I was messing up so many things.
Yeah, I was also pretty sloppy in certain parts. Once again, I haven't hit the crate quick kill in forever, so I missed that. I had full X-ray, whatever it's called, full microwave for Fantoon, but still had a 4-round Fantoon because he kept like knocking me out of the way when I was trying to shoot him. And I had like a bunch of random rooms in Link to the Past and Super Metroid where I was just kind of like stuttering and had to kind of redo them or was thrown off balance in ways that aren't typical for me. So that might have been a bit of race nerves.
All right. All right. Edge, do you have any questions?
So that in Ganon's Tower, Dragondarch, the mini Helmasaur damage boost is just how you drew it up, right?
Oh yeah, that's totally how I always get across that pit. it just happened. I'm like, well, that just happened. Well, keep moving. that mini Helmasaur wanted it.
Yeah, I think other than that, just to echo what Lord Fizzlebeef said, just the way you routed Brinstar to kind of claw back some of that lost time was pretty impressive. So credit to you for shaking the tilt off as fast as you did.
All right, then I guess we'll move on to final thoughts then. Dragon, final thoughts?
Always check the front of Thieves Town.
Solid. Cheezinator, final thoughts?
Always full clear pendant Thieves Town.
Edge, my comrade in arms, final thoughts?
That about sums it up. Just thanks to Snacky for doing the tracking. Appreciate the help there, keeping us on track.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here. Big thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us. Big thanks to our sponsor for the tournament, Rank 1, a fun new platform for basically kind of an esports and gaming social media space. You can build communities there. You can form tournaments there. It's a pretty neat space. I recommend you check it out. For all of us here for the SMZ3 1v1 tournament, my name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.